Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum versus TLC. What can I say? It was a good show. Um, just because the TV products have been various degrees of good to not good. TLC really came through. A very exciting show. I mean, some of the debuts you can nitpick and that kind of thing, but overall, not too shabby. So we got the pre-show. We're at the Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, with the Thunderdome. The panel discusses some stuff. It is of little import. Then we get this big, massive tag team match, right? Chad Gable, Otis, Daniel Bryan, and Big E against Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. I know, you're dazzled, but it's the perfect kind of match to have for their pre-show. And we had the proper finish, which is Big E defeating Sami Zayn, thus earning an Intercontinental title shot on SmackDown. Good stuff. Perfectly fine as a pre-show. So we're going to get a discussion on the Firefly Inferno match. Holy moly. And now we got a video package, and away we go. We got Tom Phillips. He's joined by Samoa Joe and Byron Saxton. You know that I'm all about that. We got a TLC match to open the pay-per-view, technically. AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. Great little story. AJ Styles takes an insane bump over the top rope through a table. Drew McIntyre looks like he's going to pick up that early win, but here's Miz and Morrison. And boy, he's going to cash in that briefcase, and I immediately think, oh, that's not going to end well for you. And it doesn't. Long story short, Drew McIntyre wins. Unbelievable, right? Drew wins. It's the right outcome. Caleb Braxton is there with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman says someone's going to get hurt, and it's going to be Kevin Owens at the hands of our tribal chief. That's a spoiler. Clever. Way to be hip. Way to be hip. Got a SmackDown Women's title match. Carmella, who I kept calling Camille, because I don't care for her. But I will admit this is probably the best match she ever had in her damn life, against Sasha Banks, who is hot as a 4-alarm fire. Really good stuff here. Really good match. Certainly the best one Carmella's ever had. Sasha Banks wins. Does it in this great way. Great stuff. Yay. Carmella's upset, as she should be. Asuka's backstage warming up. Billie Kay says, I could be your partner, in a funny little comedy bit. And I say funny sarcastically. Next, we have our Raw Tag Team title match. Hurt Business against New Day. I'm a big fan of the New Day. I'm a big fan of Xavier Woods' hot tag. I still think it's the best in wrestling. But Kofi gets the hot tag on this one, and it is, of course, wonderful. At the end of the day, though, Hurt Business win, and they win the tag titles, which is probably the right move. So it seems like they're doing a bunch of great moves here. Nice to see. We get a thing of Sami Zayn spoofing the Tom Cruise yelling at the crew thing, and it's shit. It's terrible. WWE Women's Tag Team title match. Asuka and Charlotte Flair. What a shock. What a crappy way to bring Charlotte back. But they got to do what they got to do, right? Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler. Long story short, Charlotte wins it for her team. Yay. Cool. Nature Boy's watching. That's always cool. He's all smiles. Yay. There we go. So, Sami Zayn catches Big E and R-Truth laughing about the leaked audio of Sami Zayn yelling about it and yelling at people. And great. TLC match. Kevin Owens Roman Reigns. Great story, really great match, proper finish. The only thing that makes no sense is nobody helping Kevin Owens. Um, I mean that's unforgivably bad booking. It is such a slap in the face. We're in Florida. The Eddie Graham and all of his great detail booking, and then you can't even solve the simple problem of why does Daniel Bryan not come and help him? It makes no sense. It would have taken 10 seconds to fix that, but they won't do it. They just don't care. And I think the more that you miss details like that or deem them unimportant, the effect is cumulative, where I think it eventually just takes over and they go, well, they don't care about the small details. And I don't think that's a small detail, by the way. The babyface is basically leaving another babyface hanging out to dry completely against all logic. I think those things begat other problems, and they're symptomatic of even deeper problems still. But the match itself is great. Roman Reigns wins. Yay. They announce officially that Sami Zayn and Big E is happening for SmackDown. Wonderbar. Now we got Randy Orton and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. What can I say about this match? The fire stuff is dumb as shit. It is what it is. I guess for an Inferno match, this was as good as it can get, I suppose. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of upside in any of this, except that they somehow paid it off. And if Fiend comes back, if he comes back as Joker, Fiend, or some nonsense from all of this, then we can mark this occasion. Overall, the pay-per-view was incredibly good, the Inferno match notwithstanding. And it bodes well. No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding. We'll see what comes of this, but the Roman Reigns stuff was great. I hope they do not continue the Kevin Owens thing. I hope they now move it in a different direction. Gosh, Daniel Bryan attempting to help him probably would have been a good way to segue into that, huh? But that would have required a booking touch. So, a good pay-per-view. Certainly not great booking moving forward necessarily, but it is what it is. This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum versus TLC Dynamite.